Hello and welcome to part 8 of my August 2013 update. Annoyingly, I had started filming this and I got about halfway through and the phone rang and it was the wrong number, so I had to stop the video. I didn't really want to have to edit two bits together, so got to start all over again at the beginning. And I was originally going to probably think this was going to be 9 parts altogether for this month. I thought what I had to cover would be in the 4 parts, but it looks like I can do it all in 8 parts. So I'll start with the Blu-rays you can see there. The first one is the latest release by Pedro Almodovar, and this is I'm So Excited. It's on a plane, this one is. Typical sort of Almodovar film. There's the extra features on there. Not everyone liked this particular one, even people like this film didn't necessarily like it. But although I've seen a few trailers of it and some clips, it looks quite good. A lot of the jokes probably won't necessarily be understood by sort of English people, because a lot of them are Spanish based, Spanish politics and things like that, but still quite enjoyable. This was originally listed for about £22, and I didn't think the price would drop, because normally they do, but this one seemed to be hanging around, but I think it dropped about 15 quid in the end, so it wasn't too bad. There's that one. Next up is the latest release by New Wave Pictures, New Wave Films, and don't tend to put a lot of Blu-rays out, mainly sort of DVDs. A few I want have come out recently, but they've only had DVD releases. There's the extra features on there, documentary. There's the synopsis. I think this is Ukrainian or Russian. It says Ukrainian director there, so I'm not too sure. There's the disc specifications. I think this is 5.1. Don't know if it's lossless sound or it's HD sound or not, but it's nice when they do put out Blu-rays. Next up is one of the titles I picked up for £3.99 on the entertainment store on Play, and it's quite good bargains on there. I've been looking for some of these titles, and £3.99 thought I'd pick them up. This is Pontypool, not Pontypool in Wales. This is Pontypool in Ontario. Set in a radio station, and you can read the synopsis there. But the sort of virus affecting people, you don't really see outside that much, sort of mainly inside the radio station, and you sort of only know what they know through the police radios and people phoning in. There's some extra features on there, a couple of short films and the original radio play and the commentary. But I watched that last night, really enjoyed it. Next up is another one I got for £3.99, and this is Ross Noble in Stitches. Again, one I've been after for a while, waiting for the decent price on this one. And this sort of comedy horror, sort of different role for Ross Noble. Nice to see him doing some difference. And there's extra features. And then you can see the synopsis. Basically, he is a clown, not particularly the best clown in the world, and he goes to a kid's party, and basically something goes wrong, and he ends up getting killed. Partly the kid's fault, and so years later he comes back to take his revenge on the kids when they're teenagers and kill them in the style of how they sort of disrupted him. some quite gory deaths in there. I think a lot of the things were done on camera, a lot of the special effects. So it's not a particularly long film. I really enjoyed it. It's a different kind of horror film. Next up is the latest release by Soda. Again, they normally do a lot of Blu-rays. This one's got a nice slipcase. And there's some interviews on there. And so you want to have a good look at the synopsis. This is one I've gone to watch this year. Here's the specifications. I'm paranoid now because it's about the time the phone rang last time, and I've got a feeling it could ring again, so hopefully I'll be alright. Next one is a release by one of my favourite labels. This is Third Window Films. This is The Land of Hope. They don't put a lot of titles out, but usually one or two a month, usually just one. Put a few Blu-rays out recently, DVDs as well put out. Sort of films that other labels probably wouldn't necessarily release. And not particularly big selling titles, unfortunately. So, I mean, probably would be better for them to put out some more well-known titles, but Adam, who works on the label, tends to put out what he likes rather than things that might necessarily sell. So it can affect the label, but so while we're getting released from them, gladly pick them up. And they usually have not particularly a huge amount of extra features, but substantial ones. And there's the specs. Again, not too sure if this is HD sound or lossy sound, but I assume it would be HD sound. And that's directed by, I think it's Sion Sonu. Yep. And if you like his films, they've already put out Love Explosion and Himizu on Blu-ray. Next up is a title which I've got in the DVD box set, which I picked up because I've got the 2 sequels, which you'll see in the next video. I've had those pre-ordered, so I picked this up to complete the set. And this is obviously The Naked Gun. Got the original TV series that this is based on, Police Squad. Not watched it properly for a while. Obviously all know Naked Gun. Don't go into too much detail. There's the extra features. Again, annoying thing with these Blu-ray cases, you can see there the clips inside need marks on the back of the sleeve. Sometimes you'll go through, but usually it's just like that. But it doesn't always happen when you get them. But if the ones like that, then they're probably all like that as well. But it's got the audio commentary on there. And it's a classic film. Along with Hot Shots, I think probably the last of the ones that are any good from this sort of style, because it went all onto Scary Movie, which I'm not particularly fan of. Probably the first one was alright, but not too keen on the other ones. Next up is a title, again from £3.99 Play, and this is A Single Man. This is an upgrade for me from DVD. Again, I want to go into the synopsis of the film, show that there, and you can also see the extra features. Again, I've not seen this before, but I do know enough about it, so I've bought it. Right, a few titles. Might be about 13 minutes this video, but don't really want to do the one because there'd be a couple of titles and it's not really worth doing it for that many. Next up is one I got in the 4 for £10 sale. John Bishop Roller Coaster Live. This is his 2012 tour. Haven't got any of his other live stuff not really bought a lot of live comedy on Blu-ray, only when it's been cheap. Got quite a lot on DVD, but I might have to buy a few more now. Again, Ultraviolet on this. Did one of his shows on TV the other week. Don't think it was this one. This is his third Blu-ray, I believe, has come out. So making of and Q&A. Not normally have a lot of extra features on these standard Blu-rays. Don't necessarily have a lot of rewatch value these, but probably worth watching probably once a year or something like that. It's only 77 minutes, and again, the day was only £2.50, so it's worth picking up. Next up are a couple of steelbooks, and I've had so much trouble with these, and I'm still having trouble with them. This is the, don't want to say remake, it's not a remake, it's a reimagining of Evil Dead, a new take on it, and it's nice release. Again, special effects quite good on there. Nothing sort of, I think I've again done on camera possibly. The problem I had with this was I'd ordered it and I ordered one from Zavvi out through Play It, and then I reordered it through Zavvi. But I think the first one I had, they sent me Evil Dead 2 by mistake, the steelbook. So I had to go back, and also the couple I ordered originally, these were all scratched at the back, paint chips. And I finally got one which wasn't. Sent them back for refunds, and that was enough hassle as it was, because I had to reseal, I had to package them all up. Then I put the wrong labels on, so I had to repackage them again. Then I had to reopen them again because I'd put the returns authorization numbers based on the wrong labels. So about the third time I sealed it, sent them all back. After Dave told me the courier's picking up, I had to end up doing them Collect Plus, and they all came back to the post. Well, I haven't actually opened the box yet, but the ones I have opened, they've sent me replacements for, so I've had to reorganise them to go back, and so I'm going to have the same rigmarole of repackaging them up again and sending them back. So probably be about 2 months by the time I actually get my refund. It's not best pleased. At least I've got an undamaged one, so that's one upside. May sold out because I've watched the other Evil Dead films recently, and what would I say? If you don't normally watch the end credits, do watch up to the end of the end credits. There's also a bit at the end which is worth seeing if you're a fan of Evil Dead films, which I'm sure you are if you've bought that one. Where are we? Probably about 20 minutes now, I think, this video, but it doesn't matter. Next one is, this is I think number 2, yeah, I think it is, in the Disney Zavvi Steelbook releases, and this is the Jungle Book. This is all nicely embossed, the characters, and the logo on the front. I think I've shown this before, but I don't think I have actually. If I have, ignore me, because I think when I showed this originally there was a spine slash which I never noticed, but it doesn't matter if I've shown it before. It's the Diamond Edition, and there's the extra features, which the same as the DVD. So Little Mermaid's due out soon, and also Wreck-It Ralph is number 4. Because again, this was one I had problems with, multiple copies, and I finally got one without a spine slash. So again, I've got a few of those to send back. Next up is the latest film by Matthew Kassovitz, and this is Rebellion. So you can see also directed Lahane, which I've got on Blu-ray as well. Don't think, doesn't look like there's any extra features on here, but got a nice case. did see quite a good interview with him, BBC Two. I think it was a Newsnight or Newsnight Review a couple months back, talking about this film. There's that one. We've got 4 titles to cover. Right, quickly do these ones. This is Samsara. This is Arrow Films release. Arrow, it's Arrow, isn't it? I saw someone actually had. I got this for £4 sale, by the way. Saw someone had this and Bracket, but they didn't have Bracket. And they had a couple of other titles which I wanted, but weren't in the for £10 sale. But this was. This was the only one I saw, but I went back the next day. I did see some other ones, but they had damaged slipcases. This one's fine. It's not perfect or anything, but it's only tiny little marks in it, so it's not too bad. And for £2.50, definitely worth picking up. I presume the sales now are finished on those. Not been for a couple of weeks now, I think. So, but all to be fair, there wasn't a lot left when I went anyway. And the last 3 quickly cover these. This is Soda Release, Eleanor's Secret. Again, this was in the 4 for £10 sale. Got some of their DVD releases, and obviously got the Blu-ray releases, showing you one. And looked for something to pick up, and saw this. And I did like A Cat in Paris, which they put out. Unfortunately, that was only DVD, but there's that one, quite a nice one. Probably more for kids, because I do like these animation ones anyway. Next one is Axol Films, and this is Crancho. This one, I think, is it the one? Yeah, it's a damaged case, but it's just the case that's damaged, everything else is fine. So Axol Films do have, again, some of their releases. They've put out some Vim Vendors films, and there's the, you can see that, special features. So there was a couple of titles there, but I wasn't too bothered with them, and I checked the reviews, and it's got good reviews. You can see on the back, clearly got a lot of good reviews, so pick that one up. And the final one is a Max Ophuls film. Now I'll show you the ones I got from FOP, and I'd already had one. There was about another 3 or 4 I got, but this one I was still after, and it's normally been about £10–11 on Amazon. Not wanting to pay that. They didn't have a copy of this in FOP, so I saw this on the Movie Mail website. I think it was £5 or £6. So I thought I'd pick it up. So I've got the full set of these. I did ask them through Facebook whether they're going to release these on Blu-ray, but they said they wouldn't, so that's why I picked them up on DVD. There's some special features on there as well. So I've got all those now. There is another one I want. Can't think of the title off the top of my head, but it's different style sleeves to all these other ones. Anyway, as you can see, little pile there. That's the August 2013 titles. Back shortly, hopefully, if I get a chance now to film it, or if not, it'll be next week. September 2013. Looking probably at 2 parts at the moment, 2 or 3 parts, and get those up as soon as possible. So as usual, please rate, comment and subscribe, and until my next video, thanks for watching.